everybody, Kathy here with Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller. I bet you're all wondering what is going on here. Well, welcome back. You're in for quite a ride because when I get antsy, I always change things up. This is what I do when I don't feel like doing canvases. I do my vases. However, I do not do pouring on my vases. I do each individual vase white like this first. And you can use any vase that you want to use. I always, back in Illinois, I went big or I went home.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got some small vases there.
Here I have small vases, but if you're a wine drinker, you can turn your wine bottle into this gorgeous little piece. And what I did was I bought these candelabras online, and it's supposed to have 5 of the lights, but I don't have 5. And then they make a very, very nice centerpiece for a dinner party. If you're not a wine drinker and you're a beer drinker, turn your beer bottle into your candelabra.
Whatever your vice, you can turn into a candelabra.
Exactly.
And as you can see, Kathy added some bling also to the bottle projects.
And what I did on my vases when they were complete, I Mod Podged them with 2 coats. And this one has the glitter coat of the Mod Podge. These can go inside or outside. They are weatherproof. You can do anything with them.
Oh yeah, you can see the glitter.
Mm-hmm. But it starts out like this.
Any glass vase.
It doesn't matter what color vase you get. You can get a black vase, anything, because you need to put a white glass paint on it first, which is this. I don't even know if they make this one anymore. I brought them back from Illinois. I had a dozen of them, so...
so probably any multi-surface acrylic paint
and it has, if it says glass on the back, make sure it says glass.
Okay. All right.
So what you do is you take your little paintbrush. I always put mine on a paper plate with my paint. Do this. Probably like 2 coats. And voila. So I'm going to move some of this stuff because I don't want anything to get knocked over and broken. So I'm going to move it. Okay.
So the first step is putting that white acrylic for glass coat on the vase and then letting it dry.
No.
No.
The very first step is you need to take your alcohol and clean your vase. Because if you don't clean your vase, the paint will not stick. Because you don't want any residue on your vase at all. Any like oil from your hands or anything. Then you paint it white. Let it dry, and this is what you get. Doesn't matter what it looks like because it's all going to be covered. What you need for this project is the white paint for your base. Next, I'm going to explain you need some black chalk. You need sponges, and you need this outliner pen.
It's an artist pen, okay?
Correct. So, you need some water in a bucket, because that's where your sponges are going. I told you I don't ever use brushes except right here. That's it. Okay, so we're going to move this one out of the way. Done. Now, we are on to our chalk. Now, how you achieve these lines is you can make them in any direction that your little heart desires. I'm going to show you that in a minute.
So basically you're going to be doing the outline of your colors or something.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yes, so what I do is, luckily my hand fits in my...
Don't get it stuck.
No, so You can come close, Phil. I just
Okay.
take my chalk and I just start at the top and I just go like this, down. Now I kind of look at it. Where do I want to go from there? Maybe I want to go over here now.
It's hard to see the chalk line.
I know you don't, but you don't want them real dark.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, when you're
Now I'm not going to lie to you. The closer you have your lines, the harder it is to put your paint on because you're close. And I use a sponge. If you want to use a brush, you can use a brush.
And you usually do it on larger vases than this. You're kind of using this as a demonstration, I think.
Yeah, this is just a baby one. Let me see, I probably want to do this. And then we'll go up here. Okay,
Okay, so
so I don't know if you can see the lines.
I can see the lines now, yes. Okay, so those are the lines to create these, I would call them cells, that you're going to put different paint colors in.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so back onto my old cuparoo. The next step is we can get rid of this. Now, we don't need this anymore, but you do need this chalk. So Phil will have it all in the description. Now for my paints. There's no rhyme, no reason to the paints. It's whatever your little heart desires that you want to paint your vase. And I just put a little dab of, you can see how many I have here.
In this project, you're using all acrylic paints from
You need them in the tubes.
Amsterdam. Okay, the
Yes,
tube paints.
But you can use any kind of a tube paint. It doesn't matter what it is, just so it's tube paints.
Okay. And it's just straight out of the tube, nothing is added to it.
Nothing. Nope. And I do a lot of mixing with my paints, so that's why some of my colors are a
You're
little
gonna-
strange.
You're going to use white?
Yeah, because I mix colors with it.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right.
White is a good blender,
I see, okay.
because if you have a blue that's too dark, throw a little white in it. It'll bring up to the color that you want. I'll demonstrate that.
Yeah, Kathy is always on the lookout when we go to home decor stores and so forth for unique different vases, and she has about a half a dozen of them that she hasn't sold that we have in our house as decorations. And so
I got to keep some.
I know that's true.
And like, my wine bottles and stuff, I have them all sitting on our fireplace mantle. And I just wanted to see if it was going to work actually with a beer bottle, and it works great.
That'd be a good one to practice on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a little small. I
That's
actually
true.
believe you want to practice on something big,
Okay,
because the smaller, the harder.
all right.
Like the big ones,
That makes sense, yes.
they're easy, and they're fun. It'll take you a little while to do it, but that's okay. So if you want to do something other than canvases, just start with this. Okay, so what I do is I always start from the bottom up.
And you have a wet sponge.
Correct.
Okay, so you just,
So then, very carefully, go into your outline. It's okay if you go a little bit over your line because you're going to outline it. But I'm just giving you it for instance here.
Yeah, I would do maybe a couple of colors and then we'll let it dry. You can finish it and then come back and outline
Yeah, I'll have
it
part
for 'em.
two.
Yeah. We'll tack that part on. But this gives them an idea of how you apply the different colors.
Correct. So there's one. Okay. After every time. Now I will probably go over these with different colors. You know me, how I always have to do different colors. So, okay.
I do have a quick question. If you put a color on and then you look at it and you think, oh geez, I really didn't want that color there, it doesn't look that great, can you put a different color over it after it's dry, say?
Probably.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why not. Okay, so now we're going to go next to this one. I love doing these. They're so fun.
And if you're not exactly up to the other color, it's not a problem because you actually use that other liner you talked about.
You're going to outline
artist, it. Yeah, the artist
The
liner,
pen.
Artist pen to outline it. And,
Yep.
Okay.
And don't get discouraged with your first coat because you can see I will have another coat on these. And it's, you know, it's pretty easy.
I think if we do one more color, that would be good for showing how to do that part.
You see, I get up as close as I can to the line. Now, if you don't like that color and you want to blend it a little bit, what you do is, this is what I did, but I don't have my green. So, dab a little bit of my green, and then you just go over on the top.
Oh, okay. So you can blend in other colors to kind of change the color scheme a little bit.
You can, and you can leave, if you want, you can leave a little bit of the first color on the outside,
Oh, okay.
if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to get that on my top. But, okay, so we'll do one more,
Okay.
and then we'll move on. Well, no, then I'm going to say bye-bye until this is done and come back. We're going to do the orange. Orange looks pretty cool next to the
Yeah.
pink.
I think this is a project you probably want bright colors.
You do. Because you're going to outline it all in the black. Black shows the best color to outline it. That's my choice for me. So if you want to outline it in a different color, that's fine too. It's your creation, so it doesn't matter. Gosh, it's so little. Ah! Yeah, okay.
All right.
So there's our three colors so far.
Show it there.
No, I'm going to do this.
Oh, I was going to have you face it towards me.
I am, Phil. Right like that.
Okay.
So those are our colors so far. All you do is put your paint on a paper plate, get a sponge, and away you go. If you don't like the color, go over it with something. As you can see, I blended many, many colors in that Miller creation. Blended. This one didn't really blend that many.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can see
Some of
some
them
of
blend
them
them.
you've done a little bit of blending on
Right.
and so forth. But okay, so at the end of this step, then you we'll let
We'll
this
be
dry. Yeah, we'll be back.
And then we will show the outlining. So, I'll be back as soon as I'm finished with step number 2. Bye. Hey everybody, I'm back to show you the final step on this before the last step. So, as you can see, I have all my colors on my vase finished. So now we're going to paint lines on it, like this. And that is done with this acrylic pen. And this will be in our Amazon shop. But to do, I have to sit down because this vase is so little. With the big ones that you've seen, that we've shown you, I don't sit down. So this is how we're going to do this. What you do is, you always want to start at the top and go around, because if you start at the bottom and come up, you're going to smudge. So you want to start at the top. So you just go like this and just follow your line. And you can make this line as big as you want or as skinny as you want. I like pretty big lines.
Yeah, I think the larger lines kind of helps really define the edges of the colors.
Yeah, it really does. So I do one, then I go back, I go over it again. And you want your lines to like be all like even.
Well, yeah, try to get them the same width,
Right.
thickness.
If you can. And just take your time, because it's your creation. But if you don't want them, you know, real fat, they don't have to be fat. I like mine fat. Okay. So now I'm going to come up like this. Do another. I usually have this on my lap because this actually turns a little with these little ones. But I mean, it's not real hard. Just take your time, have fun.
And that's why you also don't have to worry when you put the colors on that they're exactly buttered up next to each other, because these lines will kind of
cover
take
it.
care of that, yes. All
Okay.
right, I think that kind of
So
shows
that's
them.
what you do with your lines.
Let's see there we go. All right,
And it really makes the colors pop
yes.
when you have them outlined, because that's what it looks like without the lines. This is what it looks
Yeah,
like with
makes
the lines.
a world of difference, that's for sure.
Okay, how I achieve my dots and everything is, on my vases, my larger vases, I make dots. On my wine bottles and my smaller vases, I put bling. And how I achieve that is, you don't put bling before you seal it. You can seal it many ways. Anything with glass as a sealer you can have. I prefer Mod Podge, because with the Mod Podge, I use one coat of this, then I put on the second coat. And as I go down my line, I'll put the Mod Podge and I'll stick my bling, because the bling will stick to the Mod Podge,
Oh,
and it will
okay.
not come out. But Mod Podge it first. Do not go over your bling with Mod Podge, because it will not sparkle. And that's really it. You don't have to put bling on it. You can just put dots, like I did on my paintings. I put a lot of different dots and different things on there.
So show them what you used to put the dots on.
I've used the little daubers.
Okay, you have different sized daubers,
Yeah.
depending on
So
what you want to do. Okay.
just dip it in your paint. Little daub will do you. Just daub if you want dots.
Right.
If you don't, if you want bling, just do the bling without the dots. If you want dots and bling, you can do them together.
You go for it.
Just remember, if you do dots, you can Mod Podge after your dots. But if you do bling, do not Mod Podge over your bling, or it won't be bling. So, and our Amazon shop is now open. Phil worked his butt off yesterday getting our shop open, so he can explain to you about this shop, how it works.
Well, we do have a link in the description box directly to Kathy's Amazon shop, and she does have all the different supplies for paint pouring that you may need to do exactly what she does. Also, if you go through our link, you can actually buy anything that's on Amazon through Kathy's shop. It doesn't have to be anything related to paint pouring. So it's a neat way to kind of find out the products that Kathy uses and get the same things.
And please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 10,000. We're at 9,500. And thank you very much. We love all of you. It's like a dream come true. I never thought, being like just Kathy Miller, that I would have all these subscribers. I'm so glad. I am so glad that all of you like me and enjoy my teaching, because I love to teach all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, we'd love for you to join our family. So I hope you enjoyed my video on my vases that I do sometimes when I don't have, my canvases. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If I can help you in any way, I'm always here. I don't go anywhere except to the post office, like you all know. So, okay, until the next time, everybody, stay healthy, stay well, have a great day. See you later, alligators. Bye.